I'm going against the Sixers, but this. What jersey should we come out with? Look how hard my nigga looks right here. That shit looks so clean, you can't even cap. Look, but I have all these. This one's hard too. Look, this is the new one. Which one should I wear? Chris. Hello? I feel like this orange one. I feel like this one.
Blue.
Like the white with the blue letters. Are you watching?
Yeah.
Cup.
Level 40 is only a part of the challenge of becoming legend in NBA 2K23. 100,000 points, 500 games, GOAT level, Season 2 is your time to rack up those wins.
Don't forget to also complete 12 season quests and 20 event wins. Only the best will be able to do it.
Keep us posted along the...
You just got on, you fucking whore.
You know, we are still so early, Clark, in this season, but for young teams, what's important right now? What's in front of them?
Kevin, I think a couple of things. One, to understand the effort and attention to detail you need to bring to every performance. And then getting comfortable with each other. Getting everybody on the same page. And then defining roles. Understanding what lane you have to run in for your team as a player. I think those are critically important early in the season.
So the next starting five. We've got Ball. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Durant, and it's Mr. Clutch, and it's Simmons in at the 2. Now, here's Maxey. Six on the shot clock. Misses off the left iron. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Over the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Magic in Orlando.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, that's an example. Basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Harris. Unable to get that one. Nice defense from KD. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Great, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And Paul with the block. Conley kicks to Burks. Outside, Maxey. To the inside, Embiid.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screen as well as where and when to roll.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And the Nets, another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Burks on the wing to the paint. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. From deep, Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 12 points in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Conley surveying the D. Burks on the wing, takes it inside, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. I don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Now, here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
There aren't many players with a quicker first step than Tyrese Maxey.
And I love the way he uses it to his advantage, Greg. I mean, he's got an athletic advantage over most of the guys that are defending him, and he'll exploit it every chance he gets. But that quick first step and fearlessness, lethal combination.
And the 76ers making a change here. Springer's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Horton Tucker's checked in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Springer. Off on the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Mr. Clutch. That shot is off. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 15. There's 39 play in the first. Down low, Sharp. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're laser. In. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Springer. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Right side, Maxey. Inside. Flores with the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Mr. Clutch. From deep three-point range. And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead of 11 points to end the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And how about a big round of applause for your sixth.
And teams making substitutions here. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Sharp. LaMelo Ball is out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Duke in at the two-guard spot. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
And the basket is good. Springer's got his first points of the night.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city. So they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
Both free throws good from Mr. Clutch. The 76ers trail by 19. Right now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Milwaukee was outstanding. He finished with 47 points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Bassett following the bucket by the Nets. Now the pass to Forbes. Springer had a hand on it.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
That one from long range. And that's now 25 points for Mr. Clutch.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown. And throw move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Harrison and Embiid are manning the post position. Maxey out there with Conley, and it's Burks in at the three. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Pass to Harris. With some arc. Second chance shot, and it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. The shot comes out. Nice defense from KD.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start. coming out of halftime.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's his first personal
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Brooklyn shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers as a team from the line.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Sharch has checked in for Brooklyn. And Philadelphia calls time here. You look at Mr. Clutch, he's really been playing well.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Come on, put your hands together one more time for your 76ers youth team.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter to stop the run. Here's Embiid. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Embiid's got 13 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Unloads from 13. And too long on the shot.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench. Loving every minute of that one.
Greg Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Thomas has checked in. Shot clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And the Nets making a change here. And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it.
That's tipped. Here's Morris. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. There's 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Maxey against Ball. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bassey. And the wide open shot from Morris. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He has 40. He rifled that one in from distance.
For 3.
Mr. Clutch has got 43 points.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
From 13, the rebound by Sharp.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Passes it to Flores. Here's Maxey. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Sharp, and Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Ball. Stolen. Maxey with it. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Timeout called the Nets.
And there's Sixer Dancy.
And so it's Brooklyn, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. I'll look at
the Nets. 66.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Oh, oh man. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that. Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Now, here is Morris. He's guarded closely. And here is Marshall. Here's Mr. Clutch. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth.
Nets foul.
Sharp check.
Substitution.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Brooklyn.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
When Joel Embiid entered the NBA, many questioned if he would be able to overcome the devastating injuries.
Well, you know, he didn't play his first 2 years in the league. Those questions were fair to ask. I mean, is this guy ever going to get on the court? But once he did, oh my, a monster. I've not seen a big guy do the stuff Joel Embiid can do. It's actually insane.
And it's Conley penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Conley's got his first points of the game.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Outside, Maxey. Burks on the wing. And he drives in. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player.
That's his first.
Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. White, he's checked in for Embiid. P.J. Tucker comes in for Tobias Harris. Marshall, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's Adams in for Mike Conley. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. From deep. Offensive rebound, Nets. Here's Mr. Clutch. A beautiful reverse layup. Mr. Clutch has got 10 points in the quarter.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mr. Clutch.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
Kaminsky is checked in for Brooklyn.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much.
Oh, what a finish!
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Tucker finds Adams. Back to Tucker. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. That one is off. Monte Morris is checked in for the 76ers. He hits the second from the line. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Tucker. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mr. Clutch, and again, that's 62 points, 62.
Amazing, a remarkable performance from him so far.
They get it back. Pass to Tucker. Morris outside. Adams in the high post. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Great game tonight. You really had it working on the offensive end.
Oh man, my shots were falling tonight, mostly because my teammates were setting me up with some great looks. We always look for the open man, and tonight it was your boy.
Do you look at yourself as a go-to player on this team?
Man, we got a whole bunch of go-to players. It all depends on who's feeling it that night.
Right.
Again, tonight, my shots were falling, man. So, we try to take it, the best shots regardless of who it is.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, man.
No doubt.